Welcome back to Dad and Daughters Collectibles. Today is the day, the battle versus old guy, OG, the man building the Roman Empire. Old man, old guy with a camera and a dream, man of many names. But today he is my mortal enemy because we are going to battle in a Donruss Baseball 2025 Hobby Box battle. So the way we're going to do this is I'm a Brewers fan, he's a Sox fan. Jacob Mizrowski's in the set, Roman Anthony's in the set, along with the fact that we just like chasing autos, parallels, etc. So here's how it's going to work. For every Brewer parallel I pull, it's going to be worth 1 point. If it is a Miz parallel, Jacob Mizrowski, it'll be worth 2 points. I'm sorry. So Brewers parallels are 1. If we get a Miz, a base Miz, that's worth 2 points. A Miz parallel is worth 4 points. Anything over numbered higher than 50. Any card of any player less than 50 is worth 5 points. If it's a Miz less than 50, it's worth 10 points, double it. If we get a Brewers auto, it's worth 10. If it's a Miz auto, worth 20. And if we get a 1-on-1, it's worth 25. If either of us hit a Miz or Roman Anthony, 1 of 1, it's an automatic win. Every time I said Brewers, it applies to him for Red Sox. So he's looking for Red Sox parallels, Roman Anthony parallels, and he gets bonus points for the same way I get Miz bonus points. So if I pull those, I will start calling out the points as I hit them, and we'll do a review at the end, and the person with the most points wins. Watch both videos, see how many points we scored, and see who the winner is. Let's get ripping. Let me get this all set here. Little zoom action. All right, perfect. On the red shirt is where I'll be opening. All right, so you know, it'd be really funny is if I hit a big Roman and he hit a big Miz. I was thinking that as we were chatting on email. I'm like, you know, we're both going for these teams, and what if we kind of get the opposite boxes? But if that happens, you know what? That's a good problem to have. So, okay, let's get going. Again, I'll try to call out those points as we get them. So, Miz's we're looking for, Brewers parallels we're looking for, and low-numbered cards is kind of our starting point. So, I'll go pretty quick through this since there's a lot of cards to open. All right, first we've got a Unleashed on the Green Laser of Chase Dollander. These are always cool cards. Let me make my piles over here of base prospects, etc. Charlie Condon and Ben Hess on the rated prospects. Nothing so far. Double check this is, yep, perfectly centered, or well centered anyways. Jim Rice, Jacob Wilson, Kumar Rocker. Our first parallel is a Kumar Rocker to 149. I know he just got sent back down after there was a lot of promise for him. So hopefully he kind of figures some things out. Sometimes pitching adjustments to the big leagues can be tough. Miz is a prospect, so he would be in the back if we're going to pull a base Miz. Parallels will be earlier, but Miz's will be all the way in the back. So, nothing so far. That was a Texas parallel, and Chase Dollander was a Rockies. There's a Brewer, but not a parallel, Ryan Braun. Sosa. There's a parallel of James Wood Elite Series. Don't mind that one. It's on the green, non-numbered. There's a nice Nick Kurtz rated prospect. That'd be great to get a parallel of him, huh? He is shot to the front of the Rookie of the Year contention. Past Jacob Wilson, who I don't know, I haven't looked him up, but I believe he got hurt. So as I watched, I pay attention more to box scores than anything else, and I just don't see him in the box scores, whereas I see Kurtz showing up, so I'm assuming he's just hurt. Judge, Bobby Millard, we got a Brewer? No, we got an A. Another chance at a Brewer? 2 A's. Boy, I wish I was an A's fan. Is that Optic? No. Oh, yeah, that one's an Optic, Hollow, and a Donruss. And no Miz on the prospects. All right, we got no points so far. Again, kind of expected. We did some scoring. That's a little bit trickier. I know the oranges are not. Let's keep going through like we've been doing. All right, so like, what did I say? Isn't that the way it's supposed to work? Roman Anthony, I believe these are to 149? 199. Roman Anthony orange to 199. Just like I said, wouldn't it be funny if we pulled each other's cards? So here's the Roman Anthony to 199. Let's see if there is a Miz counterpart to that as well. There's a Hagen Smith, Travis Bazzana, Diamond Marvels, Cooper Pratt, who is a Brewer but not a parallel, and David Shields. I know Hagen Smith is one of the top-rated prospects. This is one of the clearly ones, so I don't mind that at all. He's on the White Sox, which, boy, they're a franchise that needs some new ownership or some culture change, because if you go look at the top 100 prospects and you look at their roster, they've got some guys there that can play, but I just think their culture just seems to really stink. Darren Baker, flip these upside down. Darren Baker on the laser parallel. Bryce Matthews, we got an auto. Yes, we do. Malcolm Moore, optic hollow. Don't know anything about Malcolm Moore. Catcher for Texas. So that's our first auto. Hopefully our next one's better. Bubba Chandler there on the rated prospect. I know he is a top prospect for Pittsburgh. I think he's a top 15, top 20 prospect pitchers. There's another franchise where, again, a lot of people who watch my videos were in this small group, and you got a few Pittsburgh fans in there, and they're a franchise with Skeens. Like, they seem to have a few guys around there that if they want to do something, but again, it really comes down to that ownership group, and are they going to actually do anything? So, Tejada, Yadier Molina, Cam Smith, and Trey Yesavage. All right, no points so far. I would have, if that Roman Anthony was a Miz, I would have 4 points. Juan Marichal, Deion Sanders, Rhett Lauder, Alex Gordon, Jairo Iriarte to 250. Flipped. I don't think this is an auto. Just a hollow foil of Boston Bateman, Bryce Matthews, and Matt Shaw for the Cubs in the rated prospects. I believe this is the gentleman who can throw left-handed or right-handed. All right, so best card so far. I don't know Malcolm Moore on the auto there, but definitely the best card so far is the Roman Anthony to 199. So we're probably about a quarter of the way through, maybe one pack past quarter. Still lots of chances to hit stuff here. Mattingly, Rollins, Bagwell, Rodriguez. We've got Christian Campbell on the Unleashed. Not bad. There's a Connor Griffin rated prospect, so I mentioned Bubba Chandler. He's the other guy who I'm aware of who, in Baseball America, I believe he just moved up to the #1 prospect. He's in high A ball and just absolutely tearing it up. So again, it's sort of like, what are you going to do, Pittsburgh? You actually have a chance here to build around a few young guys. Are you going to take that chance? Or are you going to call them up and trade them away in a couple years, which I think would just further agitate the fan base? Yeah, so we'll see what they do. Molina, Ricky Henderson, Piazza, Michael Young, Kyle Teal on the hollow foil, Matt Shaw on the optic, and no Miz. All right, no points yet. Should be able to get something here. Hate to get 0. Tomei, Brooks Lee, Buster Posey, Tony Perez. There's a Prince Fielder, but I don't think this counts. This is just an optic, which is not a parallel. We're going for parallels. George Brett Milestones, J.D. Dix, and Carter Holson, and a spacer. All right, last pack of this. This will be the halfway points. That optic Fielder was a hollow. That would count, but not the base. We've got Caminero, Schmidt, Griffey, Randy Johnson, Sammy Sosa, Dwight Gooden on the optic, Theo Guillen, and there's a Jesus Mate. Does not count. There's Dwight Gooden to 149, so that does not count either. We need something less than 50, which generally most of the boxes I've been seeing open, do end up with at least one under 50, though I am one of the people that opened a box without one under 50, so hopefully that does not continue. Hopefully I don't get 2 in a row like that. All right. Pujols, Serengeti, Ripken, Sagisi, Ozzie Smith, there's Kumar Rocker, Cole Young, and Enrique Bradfield Jr. So a lot of Kumar Rockers in this box. This one is a little thicker, will either be a relic or a spacer. Johnny Mize, Bucky Dent, Frank Thomas. Here we go. This will put us on the board. Chase Dollander, Artist Proof to 25. So that will be a 5-point card. So we are on the board with 5 points. You can see hopefully there. Artist Proof's numbered to 25. You can tell by the back it's an Artist Proof as well. So on the board with 5 points. Hopefully that's just a start. Oh, cool. Look at that. Jersey Kings. All right. So we actually got a really great Jersey Kings here of Nick Kurtz. Not numbered, but a rookie jersey relic. If that fits in there, I'll have to get that. So that's one of our better hits so far. I'll get a different sleeve for that. Very cool. So heating up a little bit here. Let me get the Dollander in a sleeve here. He was a top 10 prospect coming into the year, and I know he was struggling a bit, and then I think he got hurt. Hopefully he can recover. Again, the Rockies are another franchise that's a little directionless at the moment, so is he a guy that can be successful there? Who knows? All right. We've got Connor Norby, Zebby Matthews, Tony Oliva, Will Clark, Nolan Ryan, a Diamond Kings Colt Keith, Slade Caldwell, and Kyle Teal. Diamond Kings are fairly tough pulls. I've only seen these maybe every other box. So these are not as common like they once were when I was a kid. So not a bad pull. Colt Keith, I know, is playing. All right. Let's see what we got. We have at least one auto left, and hopefully some more, hopefully some other hits that get us on the board as well. Kobe Mayo, Johnny Bench, A-Rod. There's a Skeens. Bobby Wood Jr. on the laser. A red of Agustin Ramirez. Reds are $2.99, so that does not get us on the board. We need a 50 or less. Nonetheless, it is an optic numbered, which is great. Kellen Lindsay and Tyson Neighbors. All right, let's see what we got. Will Wagner, Lou Gehrig, Jake Bloss, Terry Francona, optic of Craig Biggio, Elite Series, Paul Skeens, James Triantos, rated prospect, and Vance Honeycutt, rated prospect. So no Miz. We're running out of chances here. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 packs to go. Colt Keith, Iriarty, Jim Leland, Beltran, Noah Schultz, who again, he is on the Sox as well, who is a top prospect, Smoltz, Christian Campbell, and Aiden Miller. This is $2.99 as well in the Noah Schultz. So I think Hagen, Smith, and Noah Schultz are both top 30 MLB prospects, both on the White Sox. So again, struggling franchise, you've got some prospects. Mentioned Pittsburgh, mentioned Colorado, mentioned White Sox. What are you going to do, right? And the problem, too, is, like, you can call those guys up, but if the culture of the team sucks, like, they're going to just flounder and not develop. So it's like, you got to do more than that, right? You got to really change the whole feel of the team. Bazana and Colin Houck. I mean, look at, this is numbered. Elite Series Jordan Lawler, 7 out of 199. Look at Andrew Vaughn on the Brewers, who got pulled up from the Sox, was a slightly below average player, and he's playing awesome. Now, you can't expect that every time, but just a little culture change and a little confidence suddenly is a big turnaround, right? And that's something that you gotta think factors into things here. We've got a to 149, Heston Kierstead. There's a Connor Griffin on the optic, which is nice. Luke Kuechly and Braden Montgomery, who I think also is doing. Is it Colson or Braden? They have two Montgomerys. I can't remember which one's doing well in the Sox right now. Heston Kierstead. All right, 4 to go. We do have an auto in there. So only 1 point scoring card, though, so far. That's a little disappointing. I thought we set it up in a way that we'd get at least a couple each, but sometimes the luck is not on your side. Catfish Hunter. Milestones Brooks Robinson. Noah Schultz and Dante Nori. 3 to go. One of them is an auto. Let's hope it's a big auto. I haven't hit. First one was a hollow, so it'd be nice to get a numbered, at least a numbered auto, even if it's not a big name right now. I'm willing to hold on to something if it's numbered as a rated prospect. We got Biggio, Lawler, Catfish Hunter, Billy Martin. Oh, okay. There's a winner, and there's an auto behind it. All right, so Nick Kurtz is going to be to 199, but that is awesome. We will take the Nick Kurtz to 199 all day. So a couple of nice Nick Kurtzes in this box, and with the Anthony, those two are definitely the best. We got Ryan Clifford here on the hollow auto. Non-numbered, don't know much about him. He is on the Mets, it looks like, so we'll look him up. So we have the Nick Kurtz jersey and the Nick Kurtz to 199. And the Roman Anthony, along with the two kind of smaller autos. So really, again, people dog on the unlicensed stuff, but at the end of the day, for about 125 bucks, not too shabby. You're getting some value back, and it's not just hoping for one big card, right? You have a chance at a variety of things here. Gary Sheffield, Spacer. Can we get a Miz before we go? Nope. All right, so last pack, we need something. Love to put one more on the board here to put a little pressure on old guy here. He's been on quite a run. So given the run he's been on, either he's going to cool off and this won't be too bad, or he's going to blow me out of the water. So, all right, Tim Hudson, David Ortiz, Stargell, Darren Baker, Kellen Lindsley, LA, Ramos, Augustin Ramirez, Susanna, and no Miz, Owen Hall. So there's a hollow and Augustin Ramirez and that. So this is our only point score. 5 points for the Chase Dollander to 25. Outside of that, we hit, so 5 points. That's my total. I am hoping that that's enough to win. Again, had I had this been a Miz, we would have had 9 points. With that said, I'll take a Roman Anthony because I would like to add a couple of Romans to my collection. I have one off of being graded right now. The other thing is that my grandfather's name was Roman, so there's a little bit of a personal tie there, and he's kind of the first. I think he might be the first player with that first name. So it'd be fun to have a mini PC of Roman Anthony. So we will hold on to that. Let me just go through here and see the highlights in addition to everything else. And I don't think I missed. I'm going to double check all these. These are non-Milwaukee Brewers in parallels. Those are all non-Brewers too. And these are all non-Brewers as well. So that is what we got. We got 5 points for the Chase Dollander. Again, let's hit the rest of these just to show them off. We've got the Kurtz Jersey King. We got 2 hollow autos. Ryan Clifford, Malcolm Moore. We'll probably hold those for a while and see how they do. The Colt Keith Diamond Kings. Again, I think this is a semi-tough pull. We got the Connor Griffin Optic, Heston Kierstead, the Nick Kurtz to 199, Jordan Lawler to 199, Noah Schultz to 99, Augustin Ramirez to 99. Yep. Dwight Gooden to 149, Iriarty to 250, Rocker to 149. So 125 for the box. A couple autos. The Kurtzes are probably 15 to 20 total. The Anthony's going to be in the $5 to $10 range. You add it all up, you get about half your money back, which I mean, and if you did 2 of these boxes, right, chances are they're certainly on par with value with Chrome. They're more consistent than Chrome. I mean, I'm guessing the average value of Chrome probably comes out to the same, but you're also more likely to just completely miss with Chrome than you are with these, whereas you still get, you know, some cool, like in Chrome, you may not get anything like this, right? You could just get parallels of pitchers that have pitched 20 innings, right? So at the very least, you're getting some stuff, and even if they're $5 to $10 cards, you feel like you're walking away with something. So I've touted these enough. You know how I feel about them. I'll be, if these stay in the 115 to 100 range, I would recommend them for anybody who's open to buying unlicensed. And old guy, 5 points. Hope, I guess I'm gonna say I hope you do worse, but that's what I got. It seems likely, I would imagine, that more than 5 is you'll get there, but at least I've got a shot. At least I'm on the board with 5, and I will watch your video and we will see who the winner is at the end of it. Give us a like and subscribe. Support us on eBay. Go check out Old Guy's video. He's awesome. Just a super friendly guy. I can't recommend him enough. You get to the end of the day and you just want a nice peaceful rip. He's a great one to watch. And yeah, give us a like and subscribe. We're trying to grow our channel. The day this is posted, I'm planning on going live the day after Saturday with our giveaways and some rips. So check out a live stream on Saturday, tomorrow. And I think that's it. Girls are collectors too. Peace.